Farming Simulator 17. It's a review. I'm wondering what they've done over the past 18 months, 2 years since Farming Simulator 15. These graphics look nice. They look very nice, very realistic. Can't wait to see what improvements they've made. I mean, it's quite a big game. It used to be a budget game, but now it's full price, so it's going to have to do quite a lot to justify that. I paid, I think it was £40 as a download. You can probably buy it cheaper on Amazon, but I'm looking forward to this. And graphics look really nice. It's quite popular as well. There's a lot of Let's Plays on YouTube, and have I loaded the wrong game? Because this looks like Farming Simulator 13 on the old Xbox and Farming Simulator 15 on this Xbox. Yeah, I wonder what's been improved then. They must have made quite a lot of money. Because like I say, it used to be a budget game, but the price has gone up and up. Well, it doesn't look like the graphics have been improved, and physics. Maybe they've made the logging better. Well, maybe not. Yeah, I wonder where all the profits have been put then. Oh look, that's fallen straight through the floor. These are the first few trees that I've cut, by the way, on the home farm on Goldcrest Valley. Wonder if the logs handle a bit better. Mind you, I'm asking for trouble with this, I know that. It's probably not going to be that easy. And there you go. Well, I guess that's to be expected. You can pick things up now. That should make things easier, but there's no way to manipulate them, so it doesn't. There's my really expensive chip making machine, which I'm now standing on with a chainsaw in my hand in the dark to try and make it work. Health and safety. Yeah, it's not looking too good, is it, so far? I've got to wonder what they've done with all the money and the time. Wonder if that were worth all the effort, because the map's quite big, and it's taken some time to get these chippings over here. Oh, that's not too good, is it, the money? I'm going to give you the good, the bad and the ugly. Not the film, Amigo, don't die Blondie, don't die. But I digress. You've got more options now, which is the ability to turn off civilian cars, and a lot of other options regarding the AI helpers that you have, and different soil states that you now have. You've got 3 different fertility states. You can switch it back to how it used to be, but it makes the game a bit more interesting. There's different ways of fertilising your fields, which increases your yield. And also ploughing every now and then is pretty much mandatory, but you can switch that off as well. So they've made some good changes, I think. Plus you've got the ability to switch them on and off, which always helps. So you can pretty much play it how you want. And they've also added extra crops, which always is better. You've just got more stuff to do, and the extra machinery that you need to deal with it. Also, the maps are bigger. That can be a good and a bad thing. And some of the other improvements are in just the way that the vehicles seem to handle. They seem like they've got a little bit more weight and a bit more realistic. Like this loader, it almost looks like the tyres are deforming at the front under the weight of it. And also, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but as you tip the bucket load and the front gets lighter, the machine unloads its suspension as well, so the machine starts actually rising. So that's an improvement. I don't remember seeing that in the in the other versions. But it's quite nice to see that they've made the effort. And again, the machine models are really nice. Can't really fault them. Yeah, very nice. Another good improvement is the camera settings that are set for vehicle to vehicle. So if you're inside, it remembers; if you're outside, it remembers, and it remembers what position and distance. So that's a big improvement. On the old one, that was annoying. The major improvement is the AI helpers. They don't need as much supervision as they used to, so that makes life a lot easier. I mean, you wouldn't think that the AI would recover from this, but remember, this is AI doing this, so this is pretty impressive. It manages to drive off essentially a cliff and get back on and continue where it left off, which I think is good. It'll plant trees for you, it'll plough, it'll even plough with something really big, and they do a really good job of avoiding obstacles, including trees usually, so that you don't come back and find your combine or your plough caught up in the scenery, costing you money all the time. Yeah, that's a big improvement. That's very impressive. And now the bad. The graphics are just not up to standard. You've got a little bubble that you can have a little bit of detail in, but it's not even much detail, and the graphics engine's starting to shimmer every now and then, like a frame rate drop. But probably the most unforgivable, probably almost a crime, is that on Goldcrest Valley you can't properly empty the silage pit silos, so they're rendered useless. You can no longer put grass into them or anything else while ever there's silage registering in them, and it happened to all the pits eventually. After 28 hours of gameplay on Goldcrest Valley, I gave up. But the good news, I suppose, if there's good news, is that on the Sosnovka map, the silage pits appear to work properly. So it seems like it's just confined to Goldcrest Valley from my experience. So that's 28 hours wasted basically on this, because the silage pits are a good way of making money basically, especially early on in the game. All you need is a mower and a forage harvester and some kind of loader. You could even use a front loader on your tractor, and then you just pile it into the bioenergy plant and just get money almost for nothing. But here you can see you just can't empty these silage pits, so they're rendered useless. And it started off with just one, but essentially ended up with none of them working. And by the way, these conveyor belts are a waste of time. This is on the Sosnovka map. I tested it by filling all of them as evenly as I could, and then fermenting it, and I cleared them all out, no problem. But I didn't use the conveyor belts. I used the big front loader with the silage fork, but it worked perfect. The only thing I would say is the money went down as I did it. And why trains? Some of the places you can only unload trains to them. I just don't get it. I think that their time would have been better employed in making the game better, because as it stands, it's just not up to standard. The graphics really let it down. It says Farming Simulator 2017, and ironically 2017 is probably when the PS4 and the Xbox One are going to get more or less replaced and upgraded. This game literally looks like it could have been on the PS3 or the Xbox 360. It's just not good enough. They have made some major improvements, but at the end of the day, this is now price range of a AAA game, and it's not a AAA product, and it's been released with bugs again, like all games these days. But this has got a proper game breaker in it. 28 hours wasted. You'll probably get patched, but only when they're good and ready. But the the overall graphics engine is just extremely poor. It doesn't even run smooth anymore. It used to run smoothly, and now it's got this shimmer that happens every now and then. And they could probably expect us to buy some DLC for this. Well, they can live in hope, because I won't be buying any more of their games until they make it look like this. You know, this is how the game started, and in 2017 and 2016, on these next generation consoles that are almost over already, I expect games to look like this. Nothing in this game moves over 40 mile an hour really, so I don't see what their excuse is. The draw distance is awful. The textures are like, some of them are like off a Spectrum. They're that bad at a distance. Anyway, that's my opinion. I don't think it's worth buying at that price. It's a bargain bin only. Thanks for watching.